Over the course of the past few weeks, I've gotten to know Andrew, and I've learned a lot about his family as well as his Filipino roots. Andrew grew up in Mission Viejo with his mother and his sister. Mission Viejo is in Orange County, California. However, he had the chance to travel to the Philippines in 2015 to meet his mother's family as well as experience the culture in her hometown of Cebu. Andrew became much closer to his relatives, as well as becoming more familiar with the Filipino culture. Andrew became very close to many of his relatives, including not only his sister who lives here in California, as well as many relatives in the Philippines who he'd never met before. These family members include his grandma, his mother's 8 siblings, as well as all of their children. His mother has 6 sisters and 2 brothers, only one of which who lives in the United States. Her sister lives on the East Coast, so Andrew still doesn't really get to see her all that much either. When Andrew's mother was 18, she decided to move to the United States to become independent and also to escape the impoverished life that she lived in Cebu. Andrew experienced a culture shock when he visited the Philippines. The conditions of his family's home were very surprising to him. As well as there being many poverty issues in the Philippines, there are also many pollution problems. When Andrew visited the Philippines, he slept on the floor of a home that is a shack that consists of 6 of his relatives. What was most shocking to Andrew was that his family lived in a tribal community, meaning that they moved from home to home. They never stayed in just one place. As well as there being poverty issues, the pollution issues that his family face are very severe. Trash fills the streets and the coast of Cebu. This is due to the poor management of the city's landfill. This trash often enters the ocean, which becomes a larger environmental problem for everyone. After experiencing his Filipino relative's life, his idea of the Philippines has changed completely. His travels have altered his perspective on third world countries, and he hopes to continue to travel throughout his life. Seeing the different living conditions of his Filipino family, as well as their cultural values, makes him interested in the other cultures that exist around the world.